Today's horoscope from AstroCademy, Leo September 29, 2024. You are easy to distract today. Your mood is generally quite positive, but there is some tendency for discontent to be more pronounced with a Venus-Jupiter aspect stirring the fear of missing out. Be especially aware of a tendency to people-please since promises made now can be challenging to fulfill later. There is a temptation to apply band-aid fixes to problem areas, which is a form of borrowing from the future since the problem will return later on, perhaps in a bigger way. Avoid glossing over difficulties, but recognize where you may need a break. It can be challenging to know whether you want to go light or deep today, and perhaps it's best to do a little of both. Venus in your solar house these days encourages a desire to be close to someone or to spend extra time on a project or venture you love in the weeks ahead. Our lesser benefic, sweet Venus, is stirring the pot in Scorpio. This energy will affect the world of relationships in profound and intense ways. Whenever Venus lurks beneath these depths, she makes us collectively feel all or nothing in our personal or romantic lives. On one hand, this can bring tremendous erotic potential, especially for those who are in happy, passionate unions. Yet, for those who are single, there can be a voracious appetite to find someone. Last, for those who are in relationships that are toxic or imbalanced, frustrations and obsession could become apparent. Is there a flirty vibe at work? You might be picking up on something friendlier than usual when the moon in Leo sextiles the sun in Libra. You or a coworker might have feelings to explore. If you have a work crush, then this could be an excellent day to feel the vibe. Test the waters to see if your coworker reciprocates your feelings. However, if a coworker is crushing on you, then it might become self-evident today. Play it by ear to see how you feel about their advancements and flirting. When the usual routine of eating lots of salad and getting regular exercise seems boring and predictable, prepare or order a really heavy dinner, like a fondue. Pay attention to how you feel the next morning and ask yourself which diet you prefer. You may not even have to do this because you can anticipate what the answer would be. We must always entertain our decadent impulses seriously, or we will miss the apport. Unity of using our better judgment. You will have to take the remarks of your colleagues into account at all costs. Their opinions will often turn out to be very profitable to the company. In addition, you should adapt yourself to unexpected situations that will come up starting now. Your instinctive personality and creativity shouldn't get in the way of your delegating responsibility and adapting yourself to new situations. You are in a period of weak vibrations, and the only thing that is going to allow you to resolve the current difficulties is being a very good listener. Mercury's departure from your work sector yesterday may have concluded all planetary activity on the job front for the year, but the moon will continue to return every 4 weeks and is just 2 days away from its next visit. There will be ample time then to tie up loose ends while connecting with the planets influencing income and career fronts that are here to stay. Meanwhile, as Mercury settles into his first full day in your relationship sector, he has 18 days to excel at what he does best as the planet of communication. At the same time that the moon is returning for its first visit to your romantic sector. Since Mercury left, ending all planetary activity on the romantic front until Mars returns in November, the planet of communication is settling into his first full day in your relationship sector. This is giving you a chance to revisit the spirit of romance while benefiting from a chance to get the communication lines open on the relationship front. Our eyes in the sky. Have you ever been in a relationship where you felt deeply connected, but at the same time, you could still laugh, be silly, and just enjoy the lightness of life together? That's a special kind of magic, isn't it? Today, the universe is encouraging you to embrace that energy, whether it's in a romantic relationship, a friendship, or even in your connections with family. It's about finding that beautiful balance between depth and playfulness. Sometimes we get so wrapped up in the seriousness of life that we forget how powerful it is to simply enjoy the moment with someone we care about. So today, let yourself feel that joy. If you've been looking for a way to reignite that spark in a relationship, maybe now is the time to reach out, have fun, and share a laugh together. When life feels overwhelming, it's easy to slip into the mindset of thinking we need to handle everything alone. You've been there, right? That feeling where you think, I can do this, I don't need to bother anyone. But often, the strength and clarity we're seeking come not from going it alone, but from reaching out. Have you ever had a problem that felt unmanageable until you opened up to someone, and suddenly, just talking it out made everything feel lighter? That's the kind of support that's available to you right now. Whether it's through a trusted friend, a family member, or even a colleague, don't hesitate to seek out that connection. You might be surprised at how much easier things feel when you let someone else in. You may also find yourself in the middle of several discussions or group activities today. Your enthusiasm and passion are shining through, and people are naturally drawn to your ideas. But here's a gentle reminder: it's easy to get so wrapped up in expressing yourself that you forget to really listen. We've all been in situations where we're so eager to get our point across that we don't realize we might be coming off a bit strong. Have you ever looked back on a conversation and thought, maybe I should have listened more and talked a little less? It happens to all of us. Today, the stars are encouraging you to find that balance between expressing your ideas and staying open to others' perspectives. Sometimes, the best way to win people over isn't by pushing your viewpoint, but by showing that you're willing to listen and consider theirs too. And aching of meaningful, helping others is a theme today too. There's something incredibly rewarding about giving selflessly, isn't there? When you offer your time, advice, or even just a listening ear, it tends to come back to you in unexpected ways. Maybe it's that feeling of fulfillment, or maybe it's the universe bringing people into your life to support you just when you need it most. Have you ever noticed that when you help others, the kindness often circles back to you? That's the kind of energy today is all about. A special conversation is on the horizon, one that could lead to a deeper understanding or even a breakthrough in a relationship that matters to you. So, keep your heart open and be ready to receive as much as you give. On a more practical note, if you've been working toward a big goal or project, today's energy is perfect for making real progress. You're full of ideas and excitement, but remember, as thrilling as it is to see things moving forward, it's important to stay grounded. Have you ever been so caught up in the rush of success that you missed a crucial detail? We've all been there. Today is a reminder to slow down just enough to ensure that everything is in order. Make sure you've got a solid plan, and don't be afraid to ask for advice if you need it. You've got the skills and the drive, but sometimes a little outside perspective can make all the difference in turning a good plan into a great one. When it comes to financial matters, it's a good day to be cautious. If you've been a little distracted or absorbed in other areas of your life, this isn't the time to dive headfirst into big financial decisions. Have you ever felt rushed to make a decision, only to regret it later because you didn't take the time to think it through? Today's energy suggests it's wise to avoid any risky investments or complex deals that could go sideways. Instead, focus on the essentials. Take a step back, reassess where you are, and make sure you're only spending on what's truly necessary. The good news? This is just a temporary pause. Your financial instincts will bounce back stronger soon enough. So, take a deep breath, stick to the basics for now, and trust that things will smooth out in time.